favorite thing.
All right, number 9. With all the conclave proceedings at the Vatican, many people are wondering about those fellas in the colorful outfits who always seem to be standing near the doors.
Oh, yeah.
Well, those guys are members of the Pontifical Swiss Guard, or simply Swiss Guard. It's an armed force maintained by the Holy See to protect the Pope and the Vatican City.
With spears?
They got 135 members.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's sometimes called the world's smallest army. It was established in 1506. The role was always kind of ceremonial, but the fellas got more serious after the assassination attempt of Pope John Paul II in 1981. They take intense military training and they carry real weapons. I don't know if it's more than they maybe have something hidden underneath there.
in the pantaloons,
Yes.
maybe.
And then to qualify, you have to be an unmarried Catholic male from Switzerland between the age of 19 and 30. And they still get to wear the fun outfits. But
Well, how about that?
they don't look really tough.
No,
if
they
you want
don't.
a tough, maybe,
They look like jugglers.
yeah, maybe,
Stand back.
Or jesters.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
they
feel
may
like
want
if
to
you got in
rethink
a
it.
foot race, much like you say you don't want to wear flip-flops,
Yeah.
you could get tangled up in those pantaloons. How do you
the
chase
pantaloons
after
are a
somebody?
big mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the new Pope will get that straightened out right away.
Yeah. All right, number 8, we told you last week about Barbra Streisand's new duets album.
Oh,
Lord.
But that did not sway Paul. He is still not a fan of hers. Maybe this will. It's a 1973 special called Barbra Streisand and Other Musical Instruments. At this time, she had been acting almost full-time in movies, and her managers urged her to do a musical TV special because she was the most popular female singer in America, and people were begging for it. So here's a clip.
All right.
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a soprano, but my mother said, my dear, you've got to practice your piano. No sopranos in
didn't
demand,
work.
but a piano's always grand, and grand pianos in a band make money, darling. And so each afternoon when I come home from school, I practice like a bloody fool. You can't imagine all the awful things I play. I could never see a friend I'd have to practice without. And as the time went creeping by, I'd watch the clock with heaven. I look out the
Boy, you
window
thought
at the sky.
Barbra couldn't get more annoying.
Instead of wasting every day by learning something that without a doubt I could have really done without. It was such a bore, and I could hear the boy next door was having fun.
All
and it
right,
was
I think we
something
got
that
the
really
idea.
needed done.
Let's not torture people more. Well, magic figures here,
When I
this
was
poor
a little
guy.
girl, I wanted to be a
Yeah,
soprano,
is
but I
the
hadn't
kid
sit
playing the
and
piano? He
practiced,
looks
so I
young,
would
doesn't he?
piano play and
Yeah, well, let's read on.
Oh, sorry. Why don't I read the script? You're probably wondering who that little
Yeah,
boy is.
yeah.
His name is Dominic Savage. He's British. He's 62 now. As a boy, he was also an actor, and now he's a director, too. He recently wrote and directed a movie with Elliot Page called Close to You.
Boy, that's annoying.
Oh, God.
We'll link that up for you
Yeah,
so you can
send
watch
that,
that in your
yeah.
free time. The whole special.
Oh, God. Can you imagine being married to that?
You're so terrible. It's just a song.
Right, no, it's a lot more than that.
You don't know her
The song
soul.
is the least of the problems.
Number 7, no hair, don't care. According to a new study, more women want bald men.
Here we go
Keep in
again.
mind, the study comes from the
It's just
website.
totally stealing your look, that Stanley
it is.
Tucci.
It's from the website Illicit Encounters,
Oh, boy.
which is a place where people, Paul,
Yeah.
go when they're looking to have an affair.
All right.
But when it comes to the most desired feature in men, women chose a bald head over dark, curly, or blonde hair. They associate it with maturity, intelligence, and education. They also preferred a muscular physique over dad bods. Their ideal men: Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Jason Statham, and Terry Crews.
Sure.
And that guy.
Oh, it's the guy from Grey's Anatomy. What's his
All right.
name? Jackson. Jesse Williams. Thank you. Oh, that came to her really quick.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. Jack Black hosted SNL last month, and he says Lorne Michaels had to pull him aside at rehearsal because he was worried about how physical all his bits were. Black did his famous tiger roll and also had a lot of jumping and dancing on the episode. At rehearsal, Black says Michaels saw him sweating and wheezing, and he came over to tell him a story about Desi Arnaz from when, who was famously married to Lucille Ball. When Desi Arnaz hosted the show in the 70s, did?
I don't remember that.
Black says that Michaels told him he really wanted Desi to do his famous Babalu number, but was a little worried because Arnaz was up there in years. Michaels told Black that at one point Desi's lips started turning blue live on air, so Lauren just went straight to commercial. It turned out Desi Arnaz was fine, but Jack Black was like, wait a second, are you telling me this story because you're worried I'm going to die? Black says it was fine, and Lauren was just warning him not to go too hard. Wow, I don't know that story.
Yeah, didn't know that. Number 5, more Vatican stuff. The Catholic headquarters is home to several private documents. In 2012, the Vatican celebrated the archive's 400th anniversary by making 100 items available to the public, including letters from Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson Davis. Both letters were written to Pope Pius IX in 1863 at the height of the Civil War. Lincoln made no mention of the violence of the war in his letter, while Confederate President Davis detailed all the horrors of the war. It was his not-so-subtle attempt to have the Confederate States recognized as an independent country by the Vatican. Another interesting artifact, a letter from Michelangelo asking for back pay, but not for himself. The Vatican guards were threatening to walk off the job because they had not been paid for 3 months.
Wow.
We're not sure how they resolved that one.
Yeah. All right, number 4, this is a cool document. Franklin's handwritten daily schedule.
Ben Franklin?
Yeah, Ben Franklin. It was written in and printed up by someone back in the day. And he started his morning by asking himself, what good shall I do this day? And at the same time, he was washing and contriving the day's business. At noon, he has read and look over my accounts and dine. In the afternoon, work. In the evening, ask yourself, what good have I done today? Then put things in their places, supper, music or diversion or conversation, examination of the day, and at night, sleep.
Boy, I expected something a little more exciting there from Ben Franklin.
Yeah. I don't really feel like I have to schedule things out. Like, I got to remember to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
That just kind of comes naturally.
Number 3, Helen Mirren is revealing how she looks so good at the age of 79. She tells British Vogue she does the XBX plan. It stands for 10 basic exercises. It was developed in the 50s for women in the Royal Canadian Air Force. Mirren says it lasts 12 minutes and she does it every day. You can look it up yourself online and check out the manual, but here's what it includes. Stretching, toe touches, knee lifts, marching in place, arm circles, side leg raises, push-ups using the wall or floor, back extensions like the Superman pose, torso twists, leg lifts, running in place, and a gentle cool down. It works. Just look at Helen Mirren.
Boy, and that's proof you don't need the big gym membership.
No.
You can do stuff right in your own house.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you are so inclined. I
Have good
gotta
genes.
start doing
Yeah.
something. I'm tired.
Yeah,
just
all
tired.
this sitting.
Yeah.
Just, now you
reading
got to
these
read
words.
another script.
A lot of words.
Quiet, I have to read
ends.
another one. All right, number 2, even more facts about balls. This time we're focusing on the tiniest details.
All right.
Stuff you may have missed about balls, mainly the gloves. They were essential to a lady's outfit. Women often chose a smaller size so they fit snugly to make their hands appear thinner and more graceful. If a woman showed up at a ball with bare hands, it was considered indecent. And they were used to deliver secret messages to potential suitors. For example, if a woman wanted to declare her love, she would drop both gloves. The message would be obvious. Look at, I am baring my hands to you.
Yeah. It's been Balls Week this week on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
And I was surprised. I
Yeah.
thought maybe this is a follow-up for next week.
Right.
AC/DC had a great song in 1980-81 about balls.
Yeah.
And when we were 14, we thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it might be worth checking out the backstory of that AC/DC
Yeah.
song.
So
That
you're
is-
just throwing that out into the ether, hoping that
Yeah,
Anne-Marie
someone's
runs with
gonna
that
hook
for
on
next
that.
week.
I'm saying, why should Balls Week not continue? We can
Yeah.
make it Balls Month, the month of May.
Holy balls, that'd be great. That's a good idea, Larry.
There's the song right there. Remember this, Mike?
I do. It's still funny.
Yeah, make it
But
the
it's
month.
about these dances that
Yeah.
we've been referring to all
Yeah,
week.
sure.
Yeah. All right, number 1. There was an action hero in Turkey named Cüneyt Arkin, and here's some of his great work.
Yakışıklı erkekler de geliyor.
What the heck?
meets the Three
Hadi
Stooges
şöyle
meets
durun bakayım,
Bruce Lee.
şimdi katır tekmesini
Chuck
yiyeceksiniz.
Norris.
Oh, and he just blew him right over into the pool.
Oh.
What a great head of hair
Wow,
on
that,
him.
That alone is a show.
Wowie.
Gee whiz.
That's great stuff.
Boy, great choreography in that
Right?
thing also. All right, so
Have you ever been in
skip all the past
a Turkish
There are a lot
prison?
of great comments in the comment section.
Yeah. This guy makes us says he looks like Jay Leno. It does kind of look like Jay Leno a little bit.
Like-
Or Michael Landon.
Yeah, Michael Landon.
Huh.
Yeah, a lot of good
You guys got a
references.
gift there.
That's the 9 of 9.
9